Hello and welcome to Mindfo. In this video, we will be exploring some of the most intriguing and mysterious events in history. From unexplained explosions to cryptic transmissions from beyond our solar system, these events have captivated the imaginations of scientists and enthusiasts alike for decades. So, sit back, relax, and join us as we dive into the top 5 mysteries of the events. The Tunguska Event. The Tunguska Event occurred on June 30, 1908, in a remote region of Siberia, Russia. The event was so powerful that it flattened over 2,000 square kilometers of forest and caused a shockwave that was felt as far as 1,000 kilometers away. Despite the destruction caused by the event, there was no evidence of a crater or meteorite fragments, leading to many theories about what could have caused the explosion. One popular theory is that the explosion was caused by a comet or asteroid that exploded in the Earth's atmosphere before it could impact the surface. This theory is supported by the fact that the explosion occurred in the air and was not accompanied by a visible impact crater or meteorite fragments. Additionally, the energy released by the explosion was estimated to be equivalent to that of a small nuclear bomb, which is consistent with the impact of a large asteroid or comet. However, this theory has been challenged by the fact that the explosion was so powerful that it should have left a much larger impact than what was observed. Additionally, no trace of a comet or asteroid has ever been found in the area. Another theory is that the explosion was caused by a natural gas explosion. This theory suggests that the explosion was caused by the ignition of a large deposit of natural gas, which was released by a geological event. However, this theory has also been challenged by the lack of evidence of a gas deposit in the area. Some researchers have suggested that the Tunguska event was the result of extraterrestrial activity, such as an alien spacecraft crashing into the Earth's atmosphere. However, there is no evidence to support this theory. The WOW signal. The WOW signal is a radio signal that was detected by the Ohio State University's Big Ear Radio Telescope on August 15, 1977. The signal was detected by astronomer Jerry Ehman, who was reviewing printouts of the telescope's data when he saw a series of letters and numbers that indicated a strong and unusual signal. Excited by what he saw, Ehman circled the signal and wrote WOW next to it, giving the signal its name. The signal was remarkable for its strength and its narrow bandwidth, which suggested that it was not a natural phenomenon. The signal lasted for 72 seconds and was never heard again, leading to much speculation about its origin. Some have suggested that the signal could have been caused by a natural phenomenon, such as a burst of radio waves from a distant star or galaxy. Others have speculated that it could be a message from an extraterrestrial intelligence, sent as a deliberate attempt to communicate with Earth. However, there has been no evidence to support the theory that the signal was of extraterrestrial origin. Many scientists remain skeptical of this theory, citing the lack of a repeat signal and the fact that the signal was only observed once. The Taos hum. The Taos hum is a low-frequency humming sound that has been reported by residents of Taos, New Mexico, since the early 1990s. The sound has been described as a low-pitched trumpet note or the sound of a diesel engine running in the distance. The sound is often only audible indoors and cannot be detected by sound equipment. While the cause of the Taos hum remains a mystery, the phenomenon has had a significant impact on the lives of those who hear it. Many people who report hearing the sound have reported feelings of frustration, anxiety, and even physical discomfort as a result of the persistent humming noise. The Voynich Manuscript. The Voynich Manuscript is a 240-page book that has been the subject of intense study and speculation for over a century. The manuscript is written in an unknown script, which has never been identified despite numerous attempts by cryptographers, linguists, and historians. The manuscript is illustrated with strange drawings of plants, animals, and human figures, many of which defy classification. The illustrations are highly detailed and are often accompanied by annotations that are written in the same mysterious script as the rest of the manuscript. The Voynich Manuscript is named after Wilfrid Voynich, a book dealer who discovered the manuscript in 1912. The manuscript has since passed through the hands of several owners and has been studied by numerous scholars and enthusiasts. Despite the efforts of many talented researchers, the Voynich manuscript has resisted all attempts to decipher its contents. The script is completely unique and does not resemble any known language or script. The illustrations are similarly bizarre and seem to depict plants and animals that do not exist in the real world. Some have suggested that the Voynich manuscript is a hoax or a work of fiction, but this theory has been challenged by the fact that the manuscript is written on high-quality parchment using techniques that were common in the 15th century. Others have suggested that the manuscript could be a lost alchemical text or a document of unknown esoteric knowledge. Some have even suggested that the manuscript could be a codebook used by spies or secret societies. The Dyatlov Pass Incident. In 1959, a group of 9 experienced hikers set out on a winter trek through the Ural Mountains in Russia. However, they never returned, and their bodies were later found in a remote area of the mountains. The circumstances surrounding their deaths were strange and inexplicable, leading to much speculation about what could have happened. One of the most perplexing aspects of the Dyatlov Pass incident is the condition in which the bodies were found. Several of the hikers had suffered from internal injuries and broken bones, despite no apparent external trauma. Additionally, some of the hikers were missing their eyes, tongue, and other soft tissue, suggesting that their bodies had been subjected to a significant amount of force. The clothing of the hikers also presented an enigma. Some of the clothing was found to be highly radioactive, while others showed signs of being cut or ripped from the inside out. The tent in which the hikers had taken shelter was found to have been cut open from the inside, suggesting that the hikers had fled the tent in a state of panic. One theory that has been proposed to explain the strange condition of the bodies is that the hikers were exposed to a sudden burst of infrasound. Infrasound is sound that is below the threshold of human hearing, but can still have an effect on the body. Exposure to high levels of infrasound can cause feelings of nausea, dizziness, and disorientation, as well as physical symptoms such as internal organ damage. Some have suggested that the hikers may have been exposed to infrasound as a result of a natural phenomenon, such as a sudden release of energy from the Earth's crust. Others have suggested that the infrasound may have been caused by military testing of experimental weapons or other secret projects. However, this theory has been challenged by the fact that infrasound is typically only produced by large, stationary objects, such as buildings or mountains. It is unlikely that a moving object, such as a person or animal, could produce enough infrasound to cause the type of physical trauma observed in the bodies of the hikers. Another theory that has been proposed to explain the Dyatlov Pass incident is that the hikers were attacked by a group of local Mansi people. The Mansi are an indigenous people who have lived in the Ural Mountains for centuries, and some have suggested that the hikers may have accidentally stumbled upon a sacred site or disturbed a burial ground. However, this theory has been challenged by the lack of evidence of any Mansi involvement in the incident, as well as the fact that the injuries sustained by the hikers are not consistent with an attack by human beings. Despite decades of investigation and speculation, the Dyatlov Pass incident remains a mystery. The strange circumstances surrounding the incident have inspired countless theories and speculations, but no definitive explanation has been found. The incident continues to captivate the imagination of the public and serves as a reminder of the enduring power of the unknown. And that concludes our exploration of these mysterious events. These unsolved mysteries remind us that there is still so much we don't know about our world and the universe around us. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.